Rishi Sunak and Joe Biden renewed the special relationship with a deal to strengthen ties in the face of the growing threat from China. The Prime Minister and US President signed up to a new partnership, the Atlantic Declaration, that will also help shield British firms from American protectionism, but hopes of a full-blown free trade deal that takes advantage of Britain's Brexit freedoms are now dead in the water. At the start of face-to-face talks in the Oval Office, the president told reporters the special relationship is in real good shape. He said that the US did not have a closer ally than the UK. The UK government insists the declaration sets up relations between the two nations for the future and focuses on future challenges. Rather than looking to the past, Mr. Sunak said the Atlantic Declaration sets a new standard for economic cooperation that will help protect our people, create jobs, and grow our economies together. Speaking at the White House, he praised the indispensable alliance between the two nations. The relationship between our two nations is unlike any other. Our alliance is so strong because it is not abstract. It is rooted in our people. And it's never been about our history alone, but our ability to grasp the future. We share the same beliefs, pursue the same purpose, and act according to the same ideals, and that's why today, as we meet the challenges of our time, we can depend upon each other with absolute conviction. When the United States and the United Kingdom stand together, the world is a safer, better, and more prosperous place. That's why ours is the indispensable alliance. The declaration helps mitigate some of the worst impacts of President Biden's Inflation Reduction Act, which imposed a series of protectionist measures that harmed UK industries. It will boost British defense companies' ability to win US government contracts and make it easier to import and export the minerals used in the production of. The agreement could allow British manufacturers to qualify for some of the subsidies American firms are entitled to under the US president's protectionist plan, hitting back at claims he had failed in his bid to secure a free trade agreement. Mr. Sunak said, "Be in no doubt, the economic relationship has never been stronger. The trade between our countries is worth hundreds of millions of pounds and dollars every year," he insisted. "Our agreement today focuses on the particular challenges we face and opportunities we have." Mr. Biden said the economic agreement puts the two nations on a path to deal with the challenges facing the 21st century, such as increasing threats from Russia and China. He said, "Today in Washington, we've had important and positive discussions to deepen our bilateral economic relationship and expand our cooperation to shape the challenges of the future for the remainder of this century. It's a testament to the depth, breadth, and I would argue the intensity of our cooperation and coordination which continues to exist between the United Kingdom and the United States. There's no issue of global importance, none, that our nations are not leading together, and we're not just sharing our common values to make things better." Mr. Biden has committed to ask Congress to approve the UK as a domestic source under US defense procurement laws, allowing for greater American investment in British firms. The US President, who will play a crucial role in who becomes the next NATO Secretary General, said Defense Secretary Ben Wallace would be very qualified for the role. Mr. Sunak raised Mr. Wallace's bid to take over at NATO during their bilateral meeting. Asked if it was time for a British alliance chief, he responded, "Maybe, that remains to be. They have a candidate who is a very qualified individual. But we're going to have a lot of discussion between us, but in NATO, to determine what the outcome of that will be."